How we doing, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy belated Mother's Day. It is May 13th. It's a happy Monday. And for those wondering, the Gamer Supps order for this cup and this shirt here, sample A and sample B, they just started shipping out. It was delayed a little bit. And I can't lie. The color palette, instead of just having it be one or two dimensional, they knocked this out of the park.
Well, we
bro.
don't have a.
What code did you use for it?
This one I used code Jimbo, but just keep in mind code Goblin is also an acceptable option. We got our codes here in the bottom. So that being said, a couple of things to touch up on, and there's actually a couple things that I really want your advice on for this one, Teach. So I know Teach is a little banged up right now, a little croaky, as I call it, kind of a little frog in the throat. It happens to the very best of us. Trust me, I've been fighting it myself, King. But I guess the one thing that I guess we could be starting off with is something that I actually thought of, which is kind of ironic. And I kind of get it, but this is kind of more your expertise, me, because I'm definitely a freaking casual. Your take on some protein shakes. The only reason being is now because G Fuel has this weird idea of trying to combine a energy drink and a protein powder. So I thought that they were going to try and do this 2 weeks ago, and I thought about it. I wasn't sure. And it was at nighttime when I decided to respond to an email and got on the wait list. And I'm like, I am 2,500th and like 12th in line, which I did not expect it to be like that much. I didn't expect to be like 2,500th in line. I did not. But what's your whole thought about the G Fuel energy protein?
I don't know. It seems a little weird, honestly. Especially it'll come down to how it tastes, what kind of protein exactly they're using. Is it an
It's a whey protein.
I'm not personally huge on the caffeine and protein. Because typically you'll want to have a protein shake to more kind of wind down after a workout. I guess it can be nice to have protein in there personally. I think they're really just trying to, again, throw the ball at getting some kind of new product to keep them back on top. It's definitely different. I don't know offhand any company that has done protein and caffeine together. I don't think it's great, but I can see some liking it. It's also going to come down to how well it tastes.
So I'm with Boog Nast on this one, where I think the protein was stupid. So I understand that there's many companies getting into meal replacement. Now, I understand what they're going to, but me, that shit just don't fill me up, so it's not for me.
Yep.
And I think the really thing that gets it, and also Boog is going by overpriced. So I believe it's 20 servings for $40.
You can get actually like quality protein tubs for way less than that. They have more protein and cost less.
Yeah, so I mean, my Ghost tub, I got some Ghost Chips Ahoy. It's $45 for 30 servings. So we can go by the scoop per dollar amount and that sort of thing. Hey, Johnny boy, what's going on? John and Mina, friends from back home. So going into it, Teach, this is just me, but as far as amount of protein per scoop, what do you prefer?
Typically, you want to get, the most you can in a good quality sense, but 25 to 30 is a good average.
I'm not going to lie, the ones I've been having is 20, which I think is not that bad, but I understand going the 30 burger there. G Fuel's got 15.
Yeah, that's not enough.
If it's under 20, it just doesn't do the job, really. I mean, this is coming from a guy that will like occasionally like scoop and a quarter it. It's just over 20, and I get that part, but
So typically,
just
like somebody,
reaching, in my opinion.
would buy this product is probably somebody that's going to the gym and needs protein. 15 grams of protein is not going to be enough, especially when typically when you are working out and you're trying to gain size, you want to have the equivalent of protein intake as how much you weigh. For every 1 pound, you want XY protein. You know how much shakes or how many bottles you'd have to have of G Fuel protein to reach that? And again, of course, you're probably drinking I should say you're eating other stuff in the day to also help supplement your protein. But in general, 15 is for that price, especially, is hardly anything.
I guess it just kind of gets to what you pay for and such. Like, I mean, there's a reason why we told people at the very beginning, 100 plus episodes ago, that if we were to try every single protein shake on the market, we would be flat freaking broke. It's just how it goes because there's thousands of things out there. And there's even protein shakes where I think Alpha Line even makes like a fake one so they could use it in their commercials. I think they use like a Beta Lion or something to prove like the blend label is a scam and shit.
I say two proteins I highly recommend, and like if people are genuinely looking for protein powder, Rise. Rise does make a fantastic protein flavor and the amount of protein. And then ISO 100 also makes great protein.
Hmm. Don't you also like Steel or is that more pre-workout?
I used to take their pre-workout a couple years ago. I switched to using Rise for pre-workout, but I used to use
Really?
Steel. Yeah, I've tried their protein. It wasn't bad. It was a little pricey for what I liked, and it was mostly vegan protein.
Yeah, I always wonder about like what kind of protein now because I mean I was telling teach everybody beforehand, but for those that don't know, I usually use like a whey, but I do have a gluten-free person in the household, so I have right here it's this Ghost vegan protein, and so what they do is they commonly use they use pea protein, watermelon seed, and in this case pumpkin, which this is a pumpkin spice. What's actually nice though is like for the ingredient list, it's only 2 lines instead of like 10.
Yep.
I do appreciate that. I understand, chemicals are chemicals, but if we're counting calories, let's count chemicals too. Let's be real here.
For some people, vegan proteins as such can be game changers for them because they could have an allergy to whey or milk in any kind of capacity. So going with the vegan can be very helpful for them. They can taste a little weird sometimes, but it could be a lightsaber.
Yeah. So another thing that I actually found out is if you go to Caffeinated alumni Johnny Price, so he did a video of trying the proteins. I think he got some samples that they're sending out to creators. So I found this very odd, but I guess I'll start off with this question because of the amount of experience you've had taking many of these shakes, many of these pre-workouts. Is do you prefer water or milk in your shake?
That could depends. That depends on where you are with your fitness journey. So you do milk if you're trying to bulk, if you're trying to gain size, if you're trying to get more out of it. If you're just going for um, if you're cutting, you go water. So it kind of just depends on where you are in your cycle. Typically, I prefer water over milk just in general. Sometimes it also can be flavor based, but it kind of comes down to where you are in your fitness journey. I've done both, both work great. Milk can be a little thicker. Some people they can't drink milk, of course, so they go water. Just kind of has it's where are you in your fitness journey? What are you trying to get out of it?
So apparently, this is what baffles me because I don't know anybody else or any other product that has it go for it. He says that the recommendations for this was 1 cup water, 1 cup milk of choice. I see
Weird.
the look on your face, and I thought that was the weirdest thing on earth because it's like milk, water, half and half. This isn't like cream and milk. This isn't coffee.
Yeah,
Like
why
what are
would
what are we doing?
why you, so my only thought with that is one, it probably tastes a little disgusting to have watered down milk, but it's probably for the aspect of how it's going to um blend up and shake up and attach to the water and the milk separately for the caffeine aspect and then the protein aspect. But it honestly, even recommending that is weird. Just go one or the other.
So to my surprise, he said a cup of water, cup of milk tasted the best for the best taste results. But that's still weird because you're either adding water to your milk like it's tea, or you're watering it's like you're watering down your milk or you're milking away your water.
Yeah, I've never added water to milk. Typically, with most proteins, from my experience, um, you'll get a slightly better taste if you mix it with milk, but it still won't be a huge difference between water and milk, especially if you have good tasting quality protein. But in general, milk can sometimes bring the flavor out a little
Concern, my
more.
good man. Concern. Yes. So I'm just completely I can't even come up with the term at this point in time. Like I just can't make heads or tails with it. It's just such a unreal phenomena going on. That's just what it is on my opinion. But I guess next going on because again, I don't even know if we should probably I'm not even sure if I want to try that. Do you?
Yeah, personally, no, because it also sounds heavily expensive and not worth it.
So I mean, I think I could get us samples. That's not an issue. We wouldn't have to buy the whole bag, which is ironically because how many times are you going to be able to say that outside the Ghost website?
Aren't they doing a coffee flavor with it?
There's a French vanilla, a chocolate, and a cafe mocha.
I wonder how those taste because the original French vanilla doesn't have the greatest track record.
Yes. But also I keep thinking about this I just keep thinking about like the this anime clip where they're trying to do like a cafe of some kind. Cafe latte, cafe mocha, cappuccino. It's just like ringing in my ear every time I hear it, and I'm like, "All right, that's interesting." But I've been getting mixed results as far as this. I think from everybody. So I don't know where this is all going, but to say the least, I'm concerned. I think the way that I'm kind of going about this is I'm just going to listen to more and more opinions as this goes on, and I'm paying attention more towards consumers than I am affiliates or partners at this point, and I think we have to for obvious reasons. So I guess next on my list. So I'm actually very happy that they decided to do so because I always say strawberry flavors are good, but there's a little controversy that came around to it. So Gamer Supps just released a strawberries and cream tub. I think it sounds very good. I think when it comes to because they've balanced out enough flavors at this point to know what they want to do and how they come out. For example, waifu candy. Instead of it being a cotton candy, it was like a Lucky Charms marshmallows. Good in milk, not great in water. Also a light flavor, so it's very hard to get the ratio. But some people are into it. Some people dig it. And I just think when you have enough experience with the milk and water borderline flavors, you're able to just adjust properly. I think they could pull it off. But the controversy is the artist ended up using AI art.
Mm.
And they said that this flavor will not be, they even said it online. This flavor will not be restocked. We love our artists. We want to compensate our artists. And there is talk, there's speculation that they might bring it back and reskin it with proper art from an actual artist. But I'm actually very surprised that I mean you released it, but then you kind of took it back and said, "Oh yeah, by the way, this is limited." Usually companies don't do that. Usually they don't say, "Oh yeah, once it's gone, it's gone." Unless it's like a collector's box or a certain cup like they have. I don't think I remember anyone saying once this tub's gone, it's gone. Like usually it's more of like the shit happens. Any thoughts here?
I'm not surprised, honestly. They may want to be a little closer with who they pick to do artistry. AI art has definitely become a problem in the art realm. It's definitely taking away from quality artists. It seems a little weird for them to then. I wonder when they found out. Did they truly find out beforehand or after? Did they already have everything like shipped and like packed up, ready to go, tubs ready, and then find out, or did they know beforehand? Or like, well, okay, I guess we gotta do damage control.
I was just kind of wondering about it because I see a lot of poses that kind of go similar. So I have no idea if they AI'd all the gamer sup art and just said, "Hey, AI, do your thing." Because I thought about that for G Fuel Shakers for a while, particularly the Marvel collabs. Like after Sonic the Hedgehog, after that CB came out, where it was like him doing a pose and the rings around him. Like I think for Sonic at all, because we think of Green Hill Zone, we think of the loops, we think of the rings. I thought that was perfect. But then every Marvel collab you saw after it, it felt like everything was the same. Character, ring and font. Colors, I like the colors. Okay, send it. It got very, very repetitive. I thought that I couldn't tell if it was AI or not. I couldn't.
I wouldn't be
When they
surprised if it
found out,
was.
that's another thing.
I think
Because
it's
I can understand if there's like a template maybe, but just using straight up AI. I mean, again, I've AI's been so weird. Now, the thing is with AI, and it's always going to be controversial, but the thing that I am most concerned, Arnold Schwarzenegger said it best when he was promoting his book. Now, obviously, this is just something that I'm indulging in right now. But he said, I'm more concerned about basic stupidity than AI taking over. And as far as artists, I actually remember Goblin. Somebody, I wasn't sure if it was on her Instagram or whatever, but there was somebody that she knew was an artist, and it looked like somebody else stole the art. And she was very upset, and rightfully so. But I also found in my timeline a couple times there's this app called AI Inc. And now I'm not sure if this is just taking everything from tattoo shows or Instagram, but what happens if they got bots going through all these Instagram profiles and putting this in this app? And then they're just using the click ads that you X out of or you watch a video and they're making money off of that. So the
possible.
AI thing is scary just simply because you have no idea what's being monitored and everybody's using so many bots to help fund it and program it.
I
Now
wa-
I understand some things, but I'm very floored about this issue.
I wonder if this is a new artist for them or if this is an artist they've gone back to for multiple tubs. Was the artist just in a rush and they, you know, decided to get a quick buck, quick flip with an AI, or is this an artist that they've had for a while? And it just seems weird. Are they new? Are they returning? Why not stick with their other ones?
I'm not sure because it seems to be left internally, and I'm okay with that. But to say the least, when somebody's going to be using AI art, I mean, it's almost like when people are saying, hey, we're hiring artists. Are they going to be using AI and putting it on their application? I'll bet you good money that some people are. Not everybody. There's good people out there. I've commissioned some good work before, some more expensive or cheaper than others. I remember commissioning I actually had a friend of mine make me a book cover for a novel I'm doing. It's not final, but I appreciate her for it. Coming out soon, by the way. At least the first chapter. But when does it end? and I don't think it will.
It's definitely something to look at. What going forward, AI is definitely starting to take over, especially in that. So, support real artists. Don't support AI.
Screw AI. So now, I guess just an update on what Glitch is doing. I've been saying this for a long time, basically after the Azure Infusion came out. We have Strawberry Renegade, which is a strawberry lemonade tub. Now, I have no idea if you copped that quick fast.
Mm-hmm.
You did? How'd
Yep.
I know? How did I know? Actually, not
Especially.
for nothing. I think they should have been making that when I saw the strawberry margarita. Sorry, butchered that.
I
When I
mean, it
saw
was.
strawberry the margarita come out, I think about what goes on there. So, uh, 10 curls. I'm going to get to that question in just a little bit because I will be bringing them up in the show. But as you know, here, buddy, we like to promote this glitch company. And I've seen what the I brand, as I call it, has done. But to say the least, you damn well know that we prefer this one.
And
But
that's not
that,
AI used
that's
art
our
either.
opinion.
I know the artist, so
Damn, that's got to be sick. But the strawberry lemonade, do you think that's going to be a banger?
I'm pretty sure it will be. I mean, also I couldn't pass it up when it was 40% off for the Mother's Day weekend.
So I was going to transition into that. So, just out of curiosity, 10 Curls, since we have you here, and thank you for having us back, and thank you for enjoying the content. So, what flavor did you try of Glitch with the Y? And I guess so, ratio to water and flavor? Because I will tell you that I always said that Glitch has made three different versions. There was the original, there was the Pro line, and then there is what we call the V3, the gaming line. As far as the original, I was a fan. As far as the Pro line, I was not because of the ingredient in it called dynamine, which gives everything a naturally bitter taste, which apparently the I brand trademarked that. I have no idea if it's just like a certain way of making it, but it said on their website that was actually trademarked.
Easier way to put it is we have receipts. If you've really been watching the show for long enough, you would know a very old, probably top early 50 episode. We try iBrand. That made me sick. We got 2 sips out of the shaker and it tasted absolutely foul.
And I almost got hit with a hammer.
Yep.
Holly probably remembers that one too. She goes, I'm going to hammer your freaking noggin. As far as best taste in 10 curls, I'm just going to say this. Everyone's going to have their certain flavor. And I feel like some flavors in general, let's say we take a mango. There's going to be certain brands that make mango different. Like, for instance, right now, I think the best mango I've ever tried as far as an energy drink by far is probably G Fuel Mango Explosion. I don't think anything could top it. I could be wrong, but to me, that is the crown. They don't make it anymore, unfortunately. Don't know why, but that's just where I go to. But as far as gamer subs, I will say that the Misfits melon, now I think it's just melon. That's got the best melon flavor in the game. Again, it goes brand by brand. You like what you like, and I can understand that. But it's back to Glitch, man. I'm just impressed on what they're doing so far. Now, obviously, you can only say so much. I get that part. Do you have you tried the half and half pink lemonade and kiwi again?
Again? No. I tried it the one time you wanted me to.
Damn, because I gotta get myself I gotta re-up, man. Like I need so many samples of like the gaming lime, it's not even funny. Although it's a good thing that they're doing some stuff. Oh, by the way, did you ever get your limit test tub?
No, I never bought it.
Damn, missed opportunity from yesterday. Oh, the pain. Because I know you were mentioning that. I remember putting like a flavor idea, and you're like, wait, what? Then you look over. Damn.
Yeah, but the 40% off, I picked the mango and then the new strawberry lemonade.
Yeah. I'm still trying to try that berry plume, the mango, and then the strawberry rageade just came out, so there's that. Timeless. Again, a lot of good stuff on there. Although I wonder, let me check the hydration line real quick. All foreign stock. Do you ever go into you think there's gonna be more revive flavors or the hydration line?
Oh, I'm sure there will be.
That's fair enough to me. You heard it here first, people. Because I mean, if it's good and they keep restocking it, to me it just means there's gonna be more. Now, whether if that's a creator flavor or not, I don't know, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. So, since we talked about codes, here's just something I wanted to try and I guess interchange into. So there's a big thing going on, and somebody in a G Fuel group made a very big rant about this. Now, I remember before there were affiliates and it was just you're partnered or you're not. How much seniority you had, hard to tell because there was, hey, I'm Shock, and then there's, hey, I'm here, and I'm very fortunate to be here. It wasn't just fill out the application and boom, boom, boom. But before there were affiliates, there weren't a bunch of people that were going, hey, use my code. No, use mine. So now there's these lame duck advertisements going, hey, here's my logo. Use code this for up to 30% off. Or some of them for 30% off. Which, if you remember, we remember there was a time where they said, hey, we're cutting it off. Because for those people that are making big purchases like myself and many others, some of them were gifts, keep it in mind, people were going for that 30% discount. Because no matter what, when your favorite creator's discount is currently 10% and somebody else's is 30, when things are tight, you're going to 30. Ain't that right? So to cut the bullshit, we kind of just said, hey, we're keeping it at 20. Now everyone's going, where's the 30? Where's the 30? Where's the 30? They don't do it anymore. Yeah, but this guy last week had a 30. I don't know what to tell you. I was told a long time ago they don't do them anymore. And this guy went on and on and on to bitch, to piss, and to moan. And you know, that ain't right. But to keep it in the loop. Now, I'm not saying what company, I'm not saying what the exclusion should be. Do you think that it would be a better idea for companies, no matter who it is? Because there's always going to be the promo code of, hey, BOGO, put in this code. And for a creator to get a kickback, you got to click his link, which is hard because you're just going to be like, oh, wait, there's a sale. There's this code. Oh, dude, I'm so there. 2 buttons. Click on the website. But then, oh, I got to find his affiliate link and I got to go here. And then, like, for instance, when they had a 40% off at Glitch, wouldn't you rather have it promoted as in use your favorite creator code and then they just kind of kick it in?
It would be nice, but it's not always that way.
I just kind of thought it would be nice for the creators and as well as the business because I totally get it. I do. But I was just wondering if there was like an equal ground
I mean,
because
sometimes
it sucks when there's like a 40% off general code and it's not being kicked back to anybody and that's double what a creator code is.
sometimes that can come down to using a link and getting a small kickback that way with the big code. Biggest thing in general is just to remember how well does that creator promote themselves? How well do they give an image for themselves? How well are they likable to said image? Because at the end of the day, when a company gives you a code and or partners you, affiliates you, etc., people have to remember, content creator or not, you are an asset. You are promote like companies aren't just like freely giving out. This goes for any kind of sponsorship, energy drinks or not. What are you providing to the company? What are like they're gonna be like, okay, we can give you a code, and with that, they're hoping, hey, you're gonna bring more eyes to the company, you're gonna bring more eyes to the product. Like people will just think that companies out there be like, oh, I'm a creator with 100 followers, I just want free stuff. No, that's not how this works. You in some way have to provide value back for them to be like, okay, we see we're willing to trust that you can help bring more views, more eyes to us. That is the whole big thing that people a lot of times forget. How do you in return bring back to the company? A lot of people out there just want to think, oh, I get free stuff. I just want free stuff. It's a
I
business.
understand that occasionally they might get like a free tub code. I can completely understand that part. I could also completely understand if it's just, hey, you get a few perks. So I actually had something pulled up here, and I guess this goes into the other topic here. Let's see. Ah, also, C4 is doing an official collab with Hawaiian Punch soon.
I saw that.
I just got reminded because somebody sent it to me. And sorry, I'm confessing to my sins. I enjoyed a C4 cherry limeade this weekend.
I saw that.
I confess to my sins, dear Teach. I accept full responsibility. Although, you know what I actually did for the first time ever? Before I get into that topic, I'm just trying to find it real quick. I actually saw at the gas station the Rockstar Focus, the the lemon lime, and the white peach. I actually picked up both.
The
My
what
bag
now?
was depleted this morning. Remember the cans? Remember I was the first one to try it on? The Rockstar Focus?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was not too impressed with them.
I know. Thoughts on the G Fuel Goth Girlfriend Collector's Box announced? Well, you want to go first with that one?
Have you ever seen Mad Max? Have you ever seen the GIF or the part of the scene in the movie where he goes, "That's bait. That question's bait." Because the real underlying question that is there is, hey, how do you feel about, or what's your thoughts on the G Fuel Gamer Subs back and forth Twitter beef? That wasn't beef.
To say the least, the fact that some people are trying to reach saying that they're like, oh my God, it's a girl playing video games. It's the same thing as this waifu shaker. It's like, so does every single design of a gamer girl with a controller in her hand basically the same? The art is not the same. The concept is the same. I
We
just
haven't
think
tried
that
it.
if we're going by stereotypes, it's like stop.
We haven't
Um,
tried the flavor. I've been told it's similar to the Rainbow Six flavor. In general, we have said for a long time it's always just felt like G Fuel's just throwing darts at a board and picking what flavor they go with. The whole back and forth thing about G Fuel trying to copy Gamer Supps is one whole thing, in my opinion, out a window, because it's wrong to say that one company can't exclusively have waifus or anime girls or digitally drawn, fully drawn female character images as such. Like, I think it's a little silly. I understand the little thing going back and forth, but it's kind of silly to say.
I think you hit on the head. But as far as blackberry apple, you're just getting out of the G Fuel taste, in my opinion, Teach. This was a flavor that wasn't around long. This was the I think it was the King of Spades or something. To say the least, I heard this was a mid flavor at best. I think this came out. I think it was before the Rainbow Six Siege or slightly after. I don't know. To say the least, I didn't hear great things. I don't think this was a reason to just bring it back. And truly, from what sounds like, it could just brought back the black on blackberry or doodleberry and just give it a different art. They didn't have to go with the blackberry apple because I actually heard no comparison to black on blackberry with this blackberry apple. So why was Bob good, but this one, eh?
Flavor wise, I'm unsure. I haven't tried it. I don't think you've tried this newest one yet, as it's very recent. But the whole little debate people want to try to have of like they're copying Gamer Subs is very silly when you truly look at it. Like, for them to, like, if G Fuel changed all of their labels and all their merch and everything, and they were full like anime stuff, sure, I could see a slight argument, sure. But the one thing I will give them credit for, at least to their example, as much as I don't like to, is that like G Fuel's currently running this little May promotion thing where they're calling it Anime, where they're just trying to release stuff at Anime. Let's be real, anime sells. People in this day and age love anime. That's why they buy it up. But just because they release one product with a waifu or a digital female figure that does not have any similar art aesthetic to Gamer Subs, for them to just say they're copying is a little silly. Let's be real.
I just think if you're gonna say like the waifu cup argument, I understand your case, but if you're gonna say that they did anime first, well, as in my opinion, right? I will say this: who had the Dragon Ball Z collab first? Gamer Subs did. Who had a Dragon Ball Z flavor? Technically speaking, reskin or not, there was seven tubs that had DBZ skins on it. Again, now I think two were unique, the rest were reskin. Yeah, there was the Kamehameha, and then there was that whatever. There was like four different things in it, and it fell under the radar. Oh wait, eight. The blackberry tea. The blackberry tea. So eight. So this could really go back and forth, and it'll just be a bloodbath. Do I understand the Crunchyroll connection to it? Yes. But I just think that, I mean, at the end of the day, man, game and anime, they go hand in hand. It's starting to get a little ridiculous at this point. Like, really.
Again, if G Fuel could change up their entire brand and everything going forward was all that, sure, you can make an argument they're copying. But for them
And
doing one thing, I
yes,
wouldn't want to say it's copying.
to say the least, Boognast, I've actually gotten myself some stuff from Jeremy Klein Industries, the guy who does hookups. He's been in Japan a few times. I think he was on Birdhouse for a little bit, and I've always enjoyed his art. And I actually did a he actually did a hand silk screen of the Miku Hatsune, going from there. It's pretty nice. Hey, Ten Crows, which one? This ring or the Ankh Mansion? What's on the lady? So I guess damn, where'd it go? Where did it go? Was it the Nexus Club? I think it might have been. Remember I told you about the Glitch Eye Nexus Club,
The subscription $200 club.
and then they morphed it. So there's bronze, silver, and gold memberships. But to say the least, this is what's kind of cool here. So this is really going to make it worthwhile. So I'm going to go bronze, silver, and gold. The bronze is 10% off every order, free shipping on every order, early access to new drops. I'm assuming it's a day ahead. Access to the vault. I'm assuming that means vaulted flavors. Oh, well. And then there's a members only Discord. Okay. That's $10 a month. So I don't know about you, Teach, but for somebody that may only put an order once or twice a month, that pays for it right there.
Just depends on how much you're putting an order in, I guess.
Also, Dougie, well, join the club, my friend. I got my alien workshops, watermelonism, and that's look, that is there a it's an element and life extension collab. Not sure if the life extension's still around. So silver membership, $30 quarterly. So instant $10 credit. Okay. So a third of your money's back. 10% off every order. Free shipping on every order. Early access to new. Okay, so it's basically the same thing, except you get $10 store credit with it, and you only got to pay every 3 months. Okay. So now here's the gold membership. This is $120 a year. $25 store credit, a free shaker. Instead of 10%, it's 15% off every order, free shipping, and then, the rest, access to the vault, early access, the Discord, all that. I know we've kind of related to it slightly, but are you a fan of like an energy drink company doing like a Prime membership?
I mean, I guess it comes down to per person basis. If it benefits somebody who orders enough and it like really helps and makes it worth it, and the benefits show it's worth it, I think it's harmless. If someone's trying to do a subscription thing and they aren't really getting any honest benefits out of it, like a base one is just like, hey, same price, no shipping discount or anything, but we'll make sure you get one tub a month. Like, I'm not huge on it. But if they're like, yo, you get early access, you get some free stuff, free shipping. Like, honestly, if it's for the person and if it helps them, by all means. But in general, I'm not typically huge on subscriptions. I don't use them personally. Um, if it helps somebody and it works for them, great.
So subscriptions meaning what? Like supplements going to your door, or like a Netflix, or you don't do subscriptions, period, or
I mean, I guess it depends what you mean by subscription. Like just a monthly fee in general, yeah, sure. Like I have Netflix, Hulu, stuff like that. Of course, who doesn't? But like company wise, I don't. Companies we're talking about wise, I don't.
I gotcha. So I guess I have an idea here. So keep this in mind because I think this could benefit creators too. But let's say Glitch was going to do a membership, and I think $10 a month to make it $120 for a year. That's not bad. But then, okay, so regardless of what that fee is, I think there's still a couple of things that could kind of go around to it because I like this part where they go access to the vault. Like, for example, Bizzo's flavor's not on the website right now. It's sold out and rightfully so. It's a very good flavor. It's a damn good flavor. I'm not a guava guy. I don't know how they did it, but I can't complain. Imagine if there was a vault where only creators and those who have the membership are able to get into. I think that'd be kinda sick. Not saying it's fair for everybody else, but I think that the concept of that is freaking cool.
I think it kind of depends because how, like for example, or is it just like, hey, we have old tubs and people who pay the subscription can buy old tubs? Okay, how old are they? How close are they to being expired? Are they expired? Because I doubt they're doing special runs of old flavors just for the special crew.
That's where it kinda gets a little dicey, yes. And also, I think member exclusive flavors might be a fugazi. I kinda see both parts, I'm just trying to make, like, a happy medium, which kinda sucks. To say the least, there's a reason why many people get paid to make these decisions, and there's a reason why I just get actually, we don't even get paid to ramble, we just do it out of courtesy for the people.
And we do it for fun.
Yes, I was about to say I get paid for this, and I'm like, "That don't sound right." It was off I was about to say it, and I stopped myself, I'm like, "That ain't right. No. No, no, no."
Now they're gonna clip it once and forever think Relly's paid to talk about anything and everything now.
Oh my god, the pain. Uh, oh, wait. Wait. Wait.
No, are you showing the check?
Damn it.
Are you showing the check
Wait.
of how much we have made with this podcast in 3 years?
It's blank.
Big fat zero.
Uh, though one thing I think that could really so yes, glitch is teaches a glitch with an eye partner 10 curls if you remember.
With the Y.
Yes, why? And no 10 curls for the record, just to straighten everything out. Teach only gets paid from glitch when people use his code. He doesn't get paid to be on this podcast. We've never made a cent on this podcast. We do it for the people. We enjoy doing this. We've been doing this for, well, over 2 years, 115 episodes now, in matter of fact. And we got no shame admitting it. I do say, though, the one thing that kind of got me, this may be going to my days of retail when I worked at Harbor Freight, but there would be these holiday deals or these 3-day weekend deals where if you actually were a paid member, it was $30 for the year, $45 for 2 years. All those sales that you saw on the flyers, the sale would go Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you were one of those members, you get those prices Thursday. So if they're low on stock on an item, you could get it first before everybody else. I think for, let's say, a creator like yourself and maybe certain members, like a paid member, get it on Thursday instead of waiting Friday. Now, obviously, for gamer subs, it would be very hard to do so with like the cups. That would be indignified. But I think for a tub that's going to be back in stock, why not? Any thought on that, or am I a little off?
I honestly, I'll be real with you, by that one went right over my head. My head's so in the clouds right now.
I know you're croaky and under the weather, but yee. Think about it. Back to the paid membership agreement. If you're a partner, a creator, or you're that paid member, instead of a flavor coming out, they always do the announcement of, hey, new flavor coming out on Friday. You can get access to it on Thursday.
Seems fine.
Hey, just a creator knows what the hell it is first. He might be able to make an ad promoting his code as long as he doesn't release it ahead of time.
Like if you're trying to make like the subscription example of like, hey, if you pay whatever XY company $10 a month to be a part of their membership and you get a new flavor a day early, like somebody really wants to pay $10, go for it. I can't tell them what to do with their money. It doesn't seem like it hurts really anybody, honestly. Because let's be real, you're still got to worry about shipping. Just because they buy it one day early doesn't mean they're getting it so early.
That is very true. So iffy in trying to figure that part out. It really is. I've been getting closer. I've been getting closer every week, so it seems. But yet I'm still so far away. So close yet so far. We are near the end, but tell me, Teach, for what's available on the Glitch Energy right now, we got 15 tubs available for sale. So give us a top 3 of what's available and see if somebody would vouch and use code TEACH for it. Give me your top 3 what's on the website and the gaming line right now.
I haven't tried it yet, but I feel like mango, it's gonna be a top one. That one's in the mail. But for all the ones I have tried, berry cherry is back. That was cherry bomb, top favorite. Berry plume is incredible. Imagine having a blackberry on the market with no dyes. Um, can't go wrong with Z-Toxin either. Very good blood orange. That's how you and I found out about him originally way back in the day with the last Saiyan. He was also trying to make a big comeback.
Yes, he is. God
Um,
bless. Z
so
Toxin, I could vouch for that. Skill issue, in my opinion. That's gotta be a runner. Although, ooh, that's tough. Also, my aim assist tub just got emptied. Oh, the pain. Running on empty. Sad day. But what's currently on there that I've tried? I'm gonna go nerdies. I'm gonna go Z Toxin and depending how you like it, Smurf juice. Now again, that's just what's on the site right now. There's gonna be plenty of stuff to come. Plenty.
so unless you have any other topics, it's also okay to ender there. It's pretty much an hour long.
Not only that, but I want you to be feeling better, and I think we've already kind of pushed the envelope on the voice box there, pal. Not saying you're going to end up like SpongeBob and Squidward over here in that one episode, but still, it's the principle. Not only that, but I think we actually covered a lot.
We did.
So, to say the least, people, the one thing I will say is the one thing that we've been working on is a hard task. And to simply put that is we don't know if we're going to be able to find a G Fuel creator to go toe to toe with a Gamer Supps creator civilly and see if they would be up for the challenge. Now, again, we will police that for as long as we can, and we'll put together stern questions about such, and we'll make it interesting. But until we find that candidate, it is in limbo at the moment. We don't know who would be up for the challenge. We also don't want to put anybody in a tough spot. We don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. But to say the least, we do ask some tough questions. 10 Curls, as far as Shock or Toxna, I do watch both. I do enjoy both, but I do not know. And I will leave it at that. So, to say the least, everybody, hope you're enjoying this Monday night. Hope you're enjoying sports playoffs. And I'm not going to end the no on any insults like I have the last couple of weeks. To say the least, it is in the midst of spring. It's still a little bit cold, and we only got about a month until summer. That's freaking crazy, is it not? That's madness. But to say the least, everybody, thank you for filling us in for your busy Monday nights because we know how much we're competing with at the moment for your time. Please stay warm as well as cool, depending on the day. Drink your friggin' water. Hope you told your mother you love her or the good women in your life. And as always, stay caffeinated with Drink of Choice. Use your creator codes. Take care. Stay safe, healthy, and well. Later, all.